All right, we're live. Hello, team. So I am here with Abby, executive
Hello.
director. Have you been introduced as an executive yet?
I introduced myself as an executive on the team 2 days ago. So
This is your first time being introduced from somebody else.
yes.
So Abby and her team, Abby's Army, promoted to executive on Halloween. So crazy. And something else that's extra special about Abby is she is the youngest executive in Color Street, and she was the youngest senior director promoting at age 19, which is so crazy. And Abby and I actually, we've known each other since pretty much the beginning of our journeys with Color Street, but we connected really strong and bonded at conference in Orlando in 2019. And we've just been inseparable ever since. And we talk all the time. And we just kind of became like battle buddies, accountability partners, whatever you guys call that. But so we're pretty close. And she's going to train us today on something that is so exciting. And she's actually trained some other Color Street teams on this, but it is the on-demand nail bar, or some people call it a scrolling nail bar. So what I'm going to do, Abby, I'm going to have you introduce yourself, and then I'll share my screen and pull up your scrolling nail bar and then let you take it away.
Okay. Hello, friends. I, like Danielle said, just recently promoted to executive last month on Halloween, which is really exciting. I am too, so that's a question that I get a lot when people say that I'm the youngest executive. I'm 22, so I was kind of stagnant at senior director for about 3 years, but I really kicked it into gear this last year, and we promoted to executive on Halloween. So you might know me from the graphics group or the nail health group. I'm kind of everywhere. So it's a little bit overwhelming in the Color Street world. That's like all that my Facebook is the only Color Street stuff. But I'm happy to be here with you guys and talk to you about this super fun way to party. And it's really convenient for you and your hostesses. So I'm really excited.
All right. Well, let me pull up the screen. Hopefully I get this right. Can you see it, Abby?
Yes, I can.
Woohoo! But let me go back up to the top here. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so here we are at the top. And then Abby, you just go through it and let me know when I need to click, scroll, all that jazz.
Okay. So first I have to preface this and say that the scrolling template is not my original idea. So there's actually a lady who makes these templates for a lot of different direct sales companies, but they're like $130. So one thing that I'm very passionate about for my team is providing resources to them that they can use for free. Because especially when you're first starting out, $130 is a big chunk of change out of your business budget. And I don't want them to have to spend that. So I bought her template. And then I made my own. So there's actually a free template that I made for you guys. I'll have Danielle post the link for you after the training. And you can just edit it in Canva. So you'll need to download the Canva app to edit it. But then you can just kind of click the elements and change them out and type in your own information on the template. But this is mine that's on the screen. So obviously there's my picture up at the top, which I think is super important because with this template, it's a website link. So you're not, doing a typical Facebook group like you usually would with a Facebook party. So this is just a website link that you can send to your hostess or send it in a group chat with your hostess and like her 10 closest friends. So having your face is really important to help them have that, connected feel to you since you're not in a Facebook group with them like normal direct sales parties are. And then next I have a picture of Color Street, obviously Tokyo Lights, the best. It also matched my theme, so that was a no-brainer for me. You can put like a thumbnail there. I liked to have it there because for people who have never used Color Street, it's kind of cool for them to see the product right there right away. And then one cool thing about this is the animation. So as you can see, my welcome is moving. On Canva, there are so many elements that move. So that's something kind of fun and attention grabbing for when they first open the template. So kind of change those out, make them your own. There are a lot more options on Canva Pro, but Canva Pro is, I think, $12 a month. I think it's worth it personally because you can also make your own graphics for your VIP group and things like that. But there are moving elements on the free version. The next part, you can put your phone number if you're comfortable. You can put your email if that is more comfortable for you. And then another part that's really cool is where it says join my VIP group and be my friend. So those are actually clickable links. So that is probably one of the coolest parts about this scrolling website, is that everything you need for a Facebook party is right here in the link. So it's super convenient for hostesses, super convenient for customers, and really easy for you because you only have to make this one time. So it saves you a lot of time from setting up a party, every week, or setting up 2 parties every week, or however many parties you have. So your customers and your hostesses can click those links, and it'll take you right to your Facebook page. So Danielle, I don't know if you want to click where it says be my friend Abby's Facebook profile. But when you click it, it will take you straight to my Facebook profile, and then they can be your friend. They can send you a private message, whatever they need to do. And how you do this on Canva, see, there I am, and my little BBB. How you do this on Canva, it's called an embed, so EMBED. And when you open the editable template, there will be a bar across the bottom or the top, depending on if you're on your mobile browser or on Canva on a computer, and it'll say embed. So you click that, and then you just paste your VIP link, your profile link, your customers, your hostess's shopping link, whatever link you have, you can paste it where it says embed, and then you can change the text. So like mine says Abby's Facebook profile, Baby Boss Nails, that's my VIP group. And then in a few scrolls, you'll see where it will say click here to shop. So that's something that's super crucial about this, is to make sure that you embed your links into the template so that people can just one-stop click everything they need to. The next page, I believe, has the order deadline. Yeah, so I haven't used this template since March because I've been doing spin the wheel parties instead. But so you can have this with like an order deadline. Some people ask me how long I usually keep these parties open. Usually I leave it up to the hostesses. So I don't have like a set link. When I've used these parties, usually people order within the first 3 days. So usually I get a qualifying party within the first 3 days. And when I used this back in March, both parties that I did qualified. So they both hit at least $150. And then you don't have to put the order deadline there if you don't want to, but it might create a sense of urgency for them to order. And then the next one, I forget what the next slide is. Let's see. Okay, so this is where it's kind of personal to your hostesses. So I just asked my hostess for a picture, and you can just copy and paste their picture onto the template so that when their friends are scrolling, they're like, oh yeah, this is, in this case, her name is Buffy. This is Buffy's party. And then the part where it says, how do you know Buffy? Nobody has ever actually filled this out. So this came with the template that I bought, and I was kind of curious to see if it would work. So I actually didn't the Google Doc into the template that I made for you guys to edit because nobody has ever used it. And it's just kind of a waste of space. So that's what the next slide is. Also, it's just a Google Doc, and it says like, let me know when you're here. Tell me how you know the host is blah, blah, blah. Nobody has ever used that. So I think I'm actually going to delete that out of my personal party template because it's just kind of a waste of space. And then the next one, I believe, is real life pictures, maybe. Oh no, this is what is a party on demand. So again, this came in the template that I bought. I did not put this in my editable template because I don't know. I feel like it was kind of a waste of time to read that for a customer. If I was a customer, I probably wouldn't read that. So I didn't put that in there. But if you want to explain what it is, you can kind of go off of that wording for your inspiration. But like I said, the editable template does not have that in there. And then if you scroll down, I think the next one, okay, yes. So what is Color Street? So one thing that's really cool is on Canva, you can paste pictures into the party template. So if you're in the graphics group, go find a cute graphic like this that matches the colors in your theme, and just paste it in there, because that is a lot more appealing and easy to look at than like a huge paragraph of "we're made in the USA, 100% nail polish strips, no dry time, no tools." Like when you just kind of word vomit, people are like, ugh. So a cute little graphic, with bullet points is a lot more appealing to look at. Kim made this one. She's an admin of Norma's group if you're in there. So just search her name and that exact one will come up. The next one is about the company. So this one has a little blurb about Color Street, how we were founded, and then of course Fa, a video about him. I believe this is the one that's in the VO, so you can just copy and paste that just like you would a picture. And then they can just click it and watch it as they're scrolling if they want to, or they can just skip over it if they're not really interested and they just want to buy. The next one is my why. So the reason that I put this in the beginning of the template is because I feel like people are more inclined to buy if they know who they're buying from and what their purchase goes towards. So I put that I'm a 22-year-old single mom, to Grayson, and then I have 2 pictures of us, and then at the end I put my little guy thanks you for your support. I also put a little blurb about how I'm a nail tech, so nail fashion is kind of in my blood. So just put something about you, why you do Color Street, maybe a little picture of you, a little picture of your family, a real life nail fee, whatever it is, because stories sell a lot more than just like, hey, buy this nail polish. If you have like a story and they're emotionally connected to you, it's a lot easier for them to be like, okay, yeah, I'll buy something. The next slide, I believe, is real life nail fees. I could be wrong. I haven't looked at this in a hot minute because I haven't used it since March. Oh no, application. We'll get to the real life nail fees. I promise it's coming. This is again in the virtual office under the resources. That is just corporate standard application video. I like it a lot better because it's just a really well lit video, and it goes by the instructions on the packaging. And New York Minute is a current color, so if they see that and they like it, they can buy that color. You could link it to like a stylist's YouTube video if you want to for application, but I just like the one from corporate. I think it's really easy to somebody's coming in on Danielle. And I think if you scroll down, I think we're finally to the nail fees. Maybe it's Hostess Rewards. I forget what the next one is.
Yes.
Yes, here we are. Okay, finally. What's your style? So these are the real life nail fees. Again, you can just insert them from the nail fees group. And I think that this is really helpful because our corporate assets aren't always the best at showing the true colors of the nail fees or of the nail strips. So if you use like a real life nail fee, it's a lot easier to see like the detailing on the strips and like the multiple colors and the glitters and things like that. So use a real life nail fee instead of the corporate assets because they sell so much better. So yeah, I just have a picture of a glitter, a picture of a design, a picture of a solid, and a picture of a French. And then there's my link to get a free sample. So you can put your link to get a free sample there. Honestly, people don't really fill that out either. They'll just message me for a free sample. I don't know what it is about Google Forms, but people do not like to fill them out. So, but that's helpful in case they feel like it's more private to fill that out instead of messaging you their address. The next one is about Hostess Rewards. So this is really cool because, like I said, this is such a different way to party rather than a Facebook group, which is a lot of work for you and to style it, or you and your hostess. So this is just kind of a little blurb about what they could get for free and how their purchase is helping their friend get free Color Street. So that's just kind of helpful to have in there. And then the next one is join our family. So if they are interested in a side gig, that graphic is also in the graphics group. I made it. So if you search my name, I posted that on International Women's Day. So that's just kind of a fun little real life graphic we all have Color Street on. And then there is a link to my team considering page. So I'm sure, Danielle, you have a team considering page, or all of your leaders have their own. So that's really fun to just kind of link that so they can look at their own pace. A party poll. So when I had everybody in the group chat, some people did do the party poll, but when my hostess just sent the party to her friends, nobody really did the party poll. So that is another one that's kind of up to you if you want to keep that in your editable template or not. It's hit or miss. It's whatever. I mean, I'll probably leave it in there, but you don't have to. And then now it's time to shop. So one edit that I think I will make to this is I'm going to put my shopping link closer to the top because I want it to be really easily accessible, and here it's all the way at the bottom. So that's something that I recommend for you when you fill out the editable template is put your shopping link towards the top so that it's easy for them to click. Because, you know, as we're going through this, I realize that it's kind of towards the bottom. So move that to the top when you do yours. And then I just have click here to shop, and then again another picture of Tokyo Lights, and then telling them that I'm here to help them if they need to have help with their choices, etc. And then again, those links are clickable. That nail bar is not active anymore because this was back in March. But when you embed it into your template, they can click it and go straight to your Color Street website, so you don't have to send a separate link. That was really fast. Sorry, I did not have time to waste. Let me see if I missed anything. Let's see. I made a little notepad because sometimes I do forget it. I forget.
So while you're looking at that, Abby, I was going to ask you
one question that I get.
Kind of like start to finish. What do you do with this? Do you get a hostess and then she puts all of her friends into a messenger chat group and then the link is shared in there, or does she individually send it out? Like, how do you normally do it?
Right. So there's a few ways that you can do it. And I've done it a few ways also. So my personal favorite is to have my hostess make a group chat on Facebook, or you could do a texting group chat also. And I just send the link in there and kind of introduce myself like, hey, I'm Abby. I'm your independent stylist. I'm here. If you have any questions, whatever, or Buffy's nail bar, you know, let me know if you need any help. And then I send the link and I just say like all orders can be placed through this link. And then that's how I kind of did one of them. Another one, she just sent the link to her friends by herself, which was really easy for me. And then you can just get their contact information out of your virtual office when they order, and either send them a friend request or send them an email, invite them to your VIP group, whatever. And then another way that you can do this is I had one hostess who wanted to still have a Facebook group. So I posted a little bit of like graphics and stuff in the group, but I pinned this party link to the top of her page. And I just told them, you know, this is me, but, you know, if you want to kind of scroll through this group, here's some information about what Color Street is. But really, I think that a group chat works the best and people pay attention to that more because with Facebook algorithms, so much stuff is not being seen anymore. And when I've done regular parties, so to say, like a 7-day party, and I post graphics, people don't interact with them. People don't comment on them. People don't see them. So I really hate to say it, but I think that the traditional way of partying is kind of gone, which is unfortunate and fortunate at the same time because now we have a scrolling party, which is a lot easier for you and your hostesses. You know, so I think that's so much easier because they can kind of shop at their convenience instead of feeling like there's, you know, pressure to like play all the games and parties, like all your posts and like comment for a sample and all of that. So I think that this is a lot easier for everyone, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. And especially if you have a hostess that says that she doesn't want to bug her friends and she can just take this and individually message it and have a party that way. I mean, there's really a lot of possibilities with this.
Right. And that's kind of how I explain it to stylists is I just say, I give you a scrolling party. And I explain that to them if they're interested in having a party. I say, all you have to do is send the link to your friends or add me to a group chat. And I just send one link. That's all that I send. I don't send you 100 messages a day, 10 messages an hour, none of that. It's just one link that goes to everyone. So that's, again, really appealing because people hear party and they're like, I don't want my friends to be spammed. I don't want to be spammed.
Yes.
So this is like the least spammy pammy way to have a party and still get orders. Plus, it's very time efficient. So I know Danielle's a huge advocate of time management, and she has all of her papers for all of you guys to fill out. So this is something that's so easy for you to do because it doesn't take much of your time. All you have to do for your different hostesses is put in a picture. And another thing that I want to say about this is Canva updates in real time. So if you send something to a hostess and you're like, oh, that's not her picture, I need to change the picture, you can edit the same template and the link will still be active. So every time you edit it, whatever link you sent your hostess, it updates in real time. So you don't have to send a new link every time because the link is the same. And on the back end of that, if you have 2 of these parties going at one time, it's really important for you to make a copy of the template so that your hostess and your customers don't shop on the wrong link. Because like I said, once you update it, their link updates in real time. So if you have 2 parties going, you need to go in Canva and you need to make a copy of that template and then switch out the picture for the new hostess and send the new hostess the new link. So that's something that's really important if you have more than one going.
So I know you said it at the beginning and I can't remember, but the link that you are going to share with the team, they don't have to have Canva Pro, or they do?
So you don't have to have Canva Pro to do it. All of the features are available in regular Canva. However, I think that Canva Pro is beneficial to have. Maybe down the line, if it doesn't fit into your business budget now, down the line it will. Because a lot of the elements on Canva regular are like really basic and there's not a lot of moving elements, which I think adds a lot of depth to this scrolling party. Another thing about this party is when you go to save the party, you have to save it as a website. So this is something that trips a lot of people up. When you save it as a website and you change the drop down from presentation to scrolling. So that's really important. And when you do that, it'll say open website. So then you open it and it will open in your Canva app. And then you just copy that link and share it. So that is like really important because some people just copy the link straight from Canva and it just takes them to the template or like to your Canva account. And they're like, what the heck did I do wrong? So,
oh my gosh. Do you have like step-by-step that you could share with me that I could attach to this of like from start to finish how they edit the template?
Yeah, I can look and see. I have the editable template. Maybe I think at the end of the editable template, I think it tells you how to save it. So I think that information is already in the one that you can edit.
Okay.
But if not, I'll add it.
All right.
But yeah, so
Well,
if you guys
that's
have
awesome.
any questions, I'm sure Danielle can answer them. If not, you can shoot me a Facebook message and I'll see if I can help you. Sometimes when you go to embed a link into the Canva website, if it has like the HTTPS and then like the semicolon and the dashes and all of that, sometimes Canva doesn't recognize it. So if it's possible, take all that hoopla out and just do like www.colorstreet.com/your stylist ID or whatever your website name is. Because sometimes when there's too much in that link bar, Canva is like, we cannot read your link, blah, blah, blah. So just try it a few different ways before you're like, oh, this is broken.
So when you ask your VIPs about hosting and you want to present them with this idea, how do you, like, what verbiage do you use?
So I usually don't like just cold post about it, but my VIPs have seen it before because I've posted it in my group, like, look at this really cool way to party. So usually if I message a hostess and I say, hey, thanks for buying last month. I was wondering if you'd want to host a party. I have a few ways that we can do it. We can do a 1-hour game night party. We can do a scrolling party. We can do a traditional Facebook party. And then if they're interested, then I kind of explain the different ways to party. And usually once they see the scrolling link, then they're like, yeah, that's really cool and really easy. So really seeing it kind of sells it because like I said, people hear party and they're like, oh, you're going to spam my friends. You're going to do 155 live videos and you're going to do, all this stuff. But really it's so easy to do once they see it.
Yeah, I love that. And it's so clean and pretty and you have like everything that just flows, like the colors. I mean, it's like it's beautiful to look at. I love it.
Right.
I think so many people are going to love this. So
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
Yeah. Well,
All
thanks
right.
for me.
Yeah, I don't see any questions that came through, but if
Okay.
questions come up that I can't answer, then I'll definitely reach out to you with this. But thank you, Abby, Executive Director. Thank you for coming to share with us.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope that you guys love it, and I hope that it's super successful for you.
Thank you so much. All right, bye, guys.
Bye.